Life in the communities bordering the Gaza Strip has always been challenging, but beautiful and family-oriented. No one ever imagined the violent betrayal they would suffer at the hands of the neighbors they had helped in so many ways and with whom they thought they shared a dream of peace. October 7th, 2023. The attacks came from air, land, and sea in a coordinated offensive that took Israel by surprise on multiple fronts. 2,900 Hamas militants crossed into Israel's borders with unprecedented violence and precision. 22 communities were devastated by violence, their peaceful existence shattered in an instant. More than 4,800 people were injured, some fighting for their lives as the militants unleashed unimaginable terror. "1,269 lives were cruelly extinguished. Each one was a son, a daughter, a mother, a father. The magnitude of the devastation was unimaginable, as entire families were annihilated in moments of terror." Amid the massacre, 251 hostages were captured, innocent civilians now in captivity with uncertain fates. Men, women, and even babies were dragged across the border into Gaza. This threat is not only for Israel. We recognize this hate. We experienced it in the attacks of September 11th. First the Saturday people, then the Sunday people. The Sunday people, Christians, are the next target. We are in the midst of a broader campaign to erase any belief or community that does not align with the radical vision of Islamic terrorism. Today, we must choose to bless Israel, and I will bless those who bless you. Genesis 12:3. And the Lord said to Abram, "Lift your eyes now and look from the place where you are, northward, southward, eastward, and westward. For all the land which you see, I give to you and your descendants forever." Genesis 13:14-16. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they prosper who love you. Peace be within your walls, prosperity within your palaces. Psalms 122:6-7. We are called to pray for the state of Israel and its defense forces, men and women who risk everything to protect freedom and human rights. Advocate for Israel. The Bible says that faith without works is dead. We must speak to our elected representatives because supporting Israel is not a political decision, but a moral and biblical imperative. Israel is fighting for the soul of the free world. The future of Israel is in our hands as Israel endeavors to defend Western civilization and the values we hold in common. And the King will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Matthew 25:40.
Dear brothers and sisters, I am Livia Link-Raviv, the Israeli Consul General to the Southwest United States. On October 7, we will commemorate 1 year since the horrific and barbaric terror attacks on Israel and the war that has been brought upon us. Israeli citizens, men, women, children, the elderly, Holocaust survivors were slaughtered, raped, and hundreds were taken hostage to the dark tunnels of Hamas. For the past year, Israeli citizens have been under a non-stop attack and battles on 7 fronts: Hamas from Gaza, Hezbollah from Lebanon and Syria, uprisings and terror attacks in Judea and Samaria, the Houthis from Yemen, Shia militias from Iraq, and of course the head of the snake, Iran, which funds, directs, and orchestrates these terrorist proxies. But we are not doing it alone. Our friends and allies across the world are with us in this just war. I would like to offer my sincere gratitude to all of our Christians, brothers and sisters who have steadfastly stood by Israel during the ongoing crisis. Know that your support does not go unnoticed, and we don't take it for granted. The people of Israel have suffered greatly this year. Far too many have been killed, displaced, or taken hostage by the evil unleashed on October 7th. But we are determined to prevail. We build upon the ongoing support of our Christian friends now more than ever. This is not just Israel's fight. Terror is a global disease, and we are fighting it for the free world. People over 40 countries all over the world were murdered and kidnapped by Hamas on October 7th, including 43 Americans, and several Americans still remain in Hamas captivity. Over 100,000 Israelis remain displaced, refugees in their own country. Our fight continues, not only on the battleground, but on the front of public opinion and international fora. The United Nations has miserably failed Israel, passing one-sided resolutions that seek to demonize Israel, deny our historical connection to the land. And media is filled with vile disinformation and hate, leading to an alarming rise in anti-Semitism worldwide. In spite of all these challenges, we are determined to prevail, and we will. Continue standing with us in this crucial moment. Speak up. Don't be silent. Raise your voice as you stand on the right side of history in this crucial moment. Am Israel Chai. The people of Israel live.